The psychological power of silence. In a world that celebrates extroversion and constant communication, silence is often misunderstood. Some people see it as weakness or shyness. However, psychology suggests the opposite. Silence is not just an absence of noise, it is a presence of control. When a person remains quiet while others are emotional, they project a subtle form of dominance. This video explains why silence makes a person appear powerful and, at times, dangerous, using 5 psychological principles. 1. Silence creates mystery and anxiety. Humans have a natural need to categorize people. We want to know if someone is a friend or a foe, if they are smart or foolish, if they are angry or happy. When a person talks, they reveal this information. They show their cards. Silence denies people this information. It creates ambiguity. Psychologically, the human brain does not like uncertainty. When faced with a silent individual, others often project their own insecurities onto that silence. They might wonder, are they judging me? Or do they know something I don't? This turns the silent person into a blank screen, and the uncertainty can make others feel intimidated or anxious, giving the silent individual a psychological advantage without saying a word. 2. It signals emotional self-control. Reaction is often seen as a sign of submission to the environment. When someone insults you or brings bad news, the instinct is to react immediately, to shout, to cry, or to explain. This shows that the external world controls your internal state. Silence, especially in high-pressure situations, signals mastery over one's emotions. It shows that the individual is not easily triggered or manipulated. In psychology, the person who reacts less is often perceived as the one with the most power. By not reacting impulsively, silent individuals demonstrate that they are steady and unshakable. This emotional stability can feel threatening to those who rely on chaos to manipulate others. 3. The law of scarcity. Less talk, more value. Basic economics teaches that the more there is of something, the less valuable it becomes. This applies to words as well. People who talk constantly often dilute the power of their message. Their words become background noise. When a silent person finally speaks, people listen. Because their words are rare, they are perceived as more valuable. The audience assumes that if this person is breaking their silence, it must be for something important. This allows silent individuals to command a room effortlessly. They do not need to shout to be heard. They simply need to wait for the right moment. Their silence builds anticipation, giving their eventual words significantly more weight. 4. Silence forces others to reveal themselves. Silence is a vacuum. In social interactions, a pause in conversation often creates tension. Most people feel a strong social pressure to fill this silence because it feels awkward. Skilled negotiators and interviewers use this to their advantage. By remaining silent after someone answers a question, they pressure the other person to keep talking. Often, in an attempt to fix the awkwardness, the other person will reveal more than they intended, admitting to a mistake, lowering a price, or sharing a weakness. The silent person gathers information while giving away nothing. This asymmetry of information makes the silent person dangerous in any negotiation or conflict. 5. It protects personal boundaries. Oversharing is a common vulnerability. When people talk too much, they often expose their plans, their fears, and their weaknesses. This gives others ammunition to use against them later. Silence acts as a shield. It maintains a strong boundary between the individual and the world. By keeping their thoughts and plans private, silent people become unpredictable. It is difficult to manipulate or attack someone when you do not know where they stand or what they value. This privacy preserves their energy and prevents them from getting entangled in unnecessary drama or office politics. Conclusion: understanding these reasons helps explain why the strong, silent type is such a pervasive archetype of power. It is not about being antisocial or rude. It is about conservation of energy, emotional control, and strategic observation. Silence is a tool. When used correctly, it commands respect and protects the individual. If you found this analysis helpful, consider subscribing to understand more about human behavior and the psychology of social dynamics.